Hey guys, welcome to Traditional Bow Hunting Wilderness Podcast. This is Jason Camelback. Today we're going to talk about what I bring on a pig hunt. Okay, this is where you're going down south. A lot of you guys are now talking about doing this kind of stuff, and I've been down there now 4 trips, getting ready to do one down to South Carolina here in about 4 days, so I'm getting everything ready for it, and then we're going back down in April again. I mean, I'm addicted to public land pig hunting, but there's some things that I take differently than what I do when I'm deer hunting or bear hunting or anything like that. I do things a little bit different, especially because of the miles as well too. Now, I'll also insert in here where I'll show you out in my garage the cooler that I take down there when I'm doing this, the boots I take, some of the water travel stuff, the snake boots. I'll show you some of that, so it'll be inset right about here for you, or at the end. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but that stuff will be in there for you as well too. I just shot it already in my garage, didn't want to bring it all in here, but there's 2 different setups here. There's this set right here, which is my field care set for pig hunting. And then there's this set, which is my hunting stuff for pig hunting. So we're going to cover both of them. When it comes to your bows, whatever you want to use. I mean, same as your deer stuff. I'm using my Northern Miss Classic longbow, and I'm using my same arrows, my same exact, my same Magnus, my Magnus 1-2 blade, my 1.5 inch wide broadheads that I use. The same ones. I've talked about these many times. I'm not changing anything up in my hunting setup as far as my bow rig that I do for deer, for bear, for anything in the country that in North America that I would hunt with this setup without fail. So you're not changing anything bow wise or anything like that. You are going to just, for me, changing up the pack system a little bit does make a difference. I do not wear any camouflage pig hunting at all, not a speck of it. I'm out there just like I am right now today, just a khaki or olive green or a brown pair of khaki cargo pants, and usually I'm in a t-shirt such as this because it is warm. I would hunt in exactly what I'm wearing right now. I would hunt pigs in. If it's cooler, I might put just a real thin, almost dressier, like button-down shirt on, something that's got maybe a little bit of a pattern to it, but I do not bring any camouflage with me whatsoever on a pig hunt. You don't need it. You don't need it for anything, deer or anything, but especially on a pig hunt, I'm not bringing any. I do bring with me, these I told you in the garage when I did that video I would show you, but these are the Dr. Scholl's inserts. These are a pair that I'm putting in another pair of boots, but these are what I actually put in my snake boots. The reason I use these particular ones here is because they are 100% rubber. There isn't any material to these. Now with the snake boots you can see, but there's no material to these that's going to hold any kind of water. They give me good heel support, good toe support in there as far as cushioning in there. And I put these in my snake boots. I put them in a lot of boots, but what's especially nice about these and having them in a snake boot is the fact that you do not have to worry. Here's what they are right here. I'll put a link down to some of this stuff down below for you too. But what's nice about these particular ones is they don't hold water, because with those snake boots, every single time I'm down there, it doesn't matter what I bring to get me through deeper water, I always end up going into water that's with knee-high snake boots, rubber lacrosse snake boots. I end up in crotch deep water, soaking my boots every single time I'm down there without fail. And those boots dry quick and they go out pretty quick, but with having these in here, any water that's in the bottom, you get your feet off of it, it's left in there when you pour them out, and they don't hold any water. So I really like these particular ones to use inside of my snake boots, and they do really give you a lot of cushion. You're covering a lot of miles, walking a great distance, and having that extra cushion in there, you feel it on your heels, on the balls of your feet. I mean, they make a big difference. So that's what I run inside my rubber snake boots in there. Now we're going to talk about this setup here first, just to get it off the table so I got some room to work. But the reason that I do this a little differently than how you see me with it, like when I do my out-of-state deer hunts and I'm carrying either my Exo Mountain frame pack, or I'm carrying that Mystery Ranch frame pack or something like that where I can pack the animals out, is because when I'm pig hunting, it can be 80, 85 degrees, 75, 85, 80, it's warm temperatures, and I'm out there walking all day, where when I deer hunt, I'm climbing up in a stand and hanging that pack, so the extra weight doesn't bother me, and if I kill something I can pack it out. But when I'm actually pig hunting, covering a tremendous amount of distance in very hot temperatures, I do not want to carry a frame pack on me all the time, especially when I'm stalking through palmettos and these things that make so much noise, and tripping around in the swamps. I don't want to deal with a bigger pack, so I run something smaller for that. But when I kill something, I need to be able to get it out. That's where this comes in. I've done videos on this probably 5-6 years ago. I did a video on this F1 frame pack. Doesn't matter what frame pack you use. I'll probably throw a link down to this below for you, but if you already have a Kuiu or a Kifaru or an Exo or any other frame pack, bring that frame pack. It's going to work just fine. So it's not mandatory that it be this particular one. I just happen to really like this. What I really like about it is that it is very slim and it does not stick up and snag on anything. So when I put this on, as you see from the front with this on me, there is nothing, there's no bars that stick up out of the back. The profile of this is very slim line and I'm not going to snag on anything. So that's what I really love about this frame pack, is that I can carry things through a lot of thick, nasty brush. It is my favorite frame to pack out animals on for just, you know, packing animals. Now, again, don't get me wrong, an Exo frame will do just as good. You know, they're all great, but this is what I use this one for. Now, my kit that I carry in here, because what I do with this is when I'm hunting and I'm running my backpack, this is going to go down there somewhere with me. So I pick my route that I want to go, and let's say I plan on doing a 3-mile loop. I may take this down there and drop it somewhere and hide it behind a tree or hide it someplace that I have access to it so it's already in the area. Or if I'm not planning on going that far, I might leave it right in the truck. But this is my, you know, I get the pigs out system. I'm not dragging animals anymore. It's a waste of time. I haven't drug a deer in years. I don't drag pigs. I'm not dragging anything. I'm taking it out on my back. It's so much easier. So I have this set up to be able to do that with certain things. So I carry here rubber gloves and a couple of individually wrapped wet wipes. They're nice to get the blood off you, and mainly to get the blood off my knife blades and things like that too. So I carry that. There's 3 pairs of rubber gloves and 3 wet wipes inside of there. I do carry toilet paper in this because it has multiple uses. So I do keep it inside, a little bit of that inside of here as well too. And I carry 2 different sets of rope. Nothing fancy, paracord, whatever you want, but they do come in handy sometimes if you have to do more lashing than what's on here, especially for deer, where you're trying to tie a head on there with antlers and things like that. So the extra rope comes in pretty handy to use. I carry a few zip ties, especially because, like I said, if you got to put a tag on an animal, they come in handy, and they come in handy for a lot of uses. So I keep, you know, a handful of 12, 14-inch zip ties in there with me. And I do carry a lighter in that pack automatically, just mandatory. That's who I am, lighters everywhere. And I carry an extra compass. Now, the reason I carry an extra compass is because when I go out there with this, I already know where I'm going, and I'm carrying my GPS with me that is going to transfer and come with me, and my compass always rides on my belt in this pocket, that dangler compass I carry. So I already have it with me, but I like to have a spare. So this is just a little simple, cheap, round spare one that I keep in there. I also carry an extra CR123 battery in this kit because if I sit night, I'm bringing out my headlamp and my flashlight already. But if I go out there during the day, I'm not going to grab that stuff from there. But if something happens and I'm held up and I have to be out there at night, I always have my Eagle Tack flashlight in my pocket all the time. Runs on a CR123 battery, multiple outputs. This light's amazing. I've done reviews on it. But I always have that in my pocket. So I do carry an extra CR123 battery in case I need it in there too now as well. Something I don't have on the table that I should, and I'm glad I just thought of it because I had to use them when I killed that pig down there last time. I also want an extra set of AA batteries for this GPS in case it starts to go out on me or something like that. So I do want those, and now I'm going to have to add those. So have an extra set of batteries for your GPS in here too, just to be safe, because I may not take anything out of this to do that. So, and then as far as this little thing right here, this is just a little orange rag. It's a wash rag, a little orange pop-out rag like this. But what's nice is I can take this, and when I kill an animal, I can strap this right on the back of that frame and let it sit there to protect me, especially with deer, because they're going to be in this white game bag is how they're going to be. Well, this just keeps anybody from thinking it's a deer and trying to shoot it, and it folds up right on itself too. I bought this many years ago. I'll see if I can find it. If I can, I'll put a link down below for you. But it's a brilliant little, just a little orange hanky, really is all it is. Game bag wise, I do carry game bags. I carry, I usually use the Alaskan game bags, but these are good too, just a standard. This is a Allen game bag, works fantastic. So does pillowcases. These are extra large pillowcases. You get these right at Walmart. You get 2 of them for like $8. And they're reusable over and over again. These have been used a couple of times. You just bring them home, you wash them, drop them in a bucket with some bleach, and it cleans them right up. And they work fantastic. They're a great size, and they keep the flies off, keep the meat clean, and they work really good. They're a little heavier than a game bag, than what this is. So in my packs when I'm deer hunting and I'm planning on bringing animals out with me from the field, I bring game bags for that. But in here, I don't mind, because I'm not worried about the extra little bit of weight. There's not much I'm carrying. I will bring one of those pillowcases in there too, so they work fantastic. I also carry a compactor grade garbage bag in there. Comes in very handy for a lot of uses, not just on this pack. I don't worry about it, and I would just put the game bags right on there. But if I got, what that comes in handy for is if I need to use it as a tarp, if it's raining and I need to be down on the ground, it saves me from getting wet. It keeps all my stuff organized. They just come in very handy to do. And sometimes if I'm carrying out too much meat, I got that whole thing loaded up on there and I want to carry something else, I can put that stuff in that bag and then carry it hobo style as well too. So that bag comes in very handy. And also if I drop an animal and I'm going to be, it's a torrential downpour and I'm out there, I can actually take that thing and I can actually use it as a tarp, like a roof tarp right over top of me while I'm working on an animal, and it gives me a place to be dry for an hour while I'm actually working on it. So, a lot of uses for it. Comes in real handy, real easy to carry. And then I also carry this. They don't make anymore. This one they do, which is actually my favorite. It goes everywhere with me, and I'll talk about that. But this is another version of a very small, I don't think they make this anymore. I can look. It was the Ultra Pod. They might still, maybe somebody brought it back, but it is a little folding tabletop tripod for your phone or whatever you want to put on there. You can see it, and his legs fold in on it right here like this. You can take that and you can put it there, and you can strap this right to a tree like that, and then you have full functionality of putting your phone on there and having your phone so you can use it. So it comes in incredibly handy. Nice little ball socket on there, gives you total flexibility what you want to do, and it folds up. When I spin her here, let's see, like this, it folds up very compact and very small in size, and it weighs next to nothing. So it's a great little setup right there like that. I'm going to tighten that back up so I'm done with it, but you just wrap that right back around with the Velcro. But it gives you an option to be able to do hero shots, for me to be able to talk about it, make videos, do anything like that I want to do with this very compact little Ultra Pod. Now again, may or may not be available, but this one here I love. I've actually did video reviews on this. Not many of you guys have watched it on that tripod review, but this one here, same kind of thing. And then these legs are flexible, so I can wrap this anything I want around any branch, anything like this. I actually have extra string under that rubber band, so I can take this and lean it like this against a tree, hit that ball head on there and roll that up like this, and I can mount that on a tree that way, and then tie this off to the tree, or if I did it with that leg up, and then tie this to a tree and have that set where I can use it for that kind of view too. So this one here weighs next to nothing, very durable, very good quality, holds up really well, spring loaded, put your phone right in there, sweet, simple, and easy. I love this thing, it goes with me everywhere. But if I forget to grab this out of my bag, that is the reason that I have that really small little Ultra Pod as a backup in this particular kit. So it comes in real handy. So that's that little setup there. Now I also have on here, I have on the hip belt, I have a water bottle pocket right here, just one that I actually tied in. I had it's got Molly on here, so I had to just use some paracord and mount it on there, but this way I can carry a bottle of water out there with me real easy. I have a Havalon knife right on here that stays right on there with extra blades, because I love the Havalons for boning out animals. And then this kit, everything that you're seeing right here fits in this little pouch that I put on here. This just mounts right on the straps. I just have it hanging right on the strap here, so I can take this apart and extend out my belts, all of these straps. This is just floating like you see right on here, so I can disconnect that and take that right out of the way, and then put that right back on and just stick it in there. Again, just something that I modified, nothing fancy or crazy, but it's very functional, and it allows me to have all of these accessories on this pack with me. So when I have an animal on there, this pack is all the way out here on the outside of the game bag, but it's still connected and attached with all my stuff on there. This piece of paracord that is just looped through here and sits here, right here like this, that I just have hanging on here. That is their purpose built too, because that lets me take and hang my quarters. See that piece that's on there? So I can take this off, loop that right around my quarters, and I can hang them in a tree, and then I can bone the quarters out in a tree rather than being down on the ground if my back starts to get sore. So very simple, very functional, very easy setup. But this little, very compact kit, very simple kit, but this is my get the pigs out of the woods kit. That I bring out there with me, and I love it. It works fantastic. I use it for deer. I use it for everything. I've probably packed 40 animals on this thing. It's just an amazing setup, and so are the other pack frames. So don't think you have to have this particular one, but as far as a non-backpack style, where there's no pack, dedicated like on my Exos or the Mystery Ranches, Kafarus, Kuyu, any of that stuff, where it's just a dedicated frame pack used for packing animals out. This one here has just been amazing and proven itself so much that I love it. And it's not super expensive, but it is. The quality and the function of this thing's just insane. I straight up love it for what I use it for. Now, so that pretty much covers that packing the animals out stuff that you're going to end up doing. Now, as far as my pack, like I said, I want to run lightweight. I do not want to be heavy. I do not want to be weighed down. I'm covering a lot of miles. There are some certain things that I'm going to carry, but I do not want to have to deal with, with a lot of stuff with me. So, I mean, my hat goes with me everywhere. Just my standard hat. I wear these constantly. I like the Booner style hats because they keep the sun out of my eyes, but when I draw and shoot, that bill doesn't get in my way. And I also like the fact that it's always round, so it's not like there's a bill here that something might see a flash. So if you're standing there and you got a lighter colored background or darker colored background, when you're in a baseball cap, which I don't have one sitting here handy, but when you turn your head, that bill moves with you, and that's a flash almost. So when you turn and look, that gives a flash. I like a round hat that does not have that, so as I turn my head, there is no change of background with that flash. So as I'm looking or moving or anything, I really like these Crusher hats. Plus they're easy, and if I get hot and I want to, I just roll it up and stick it in my pocket, so or in my pack. So they work fantastic. Pack-wise, I did a review on this too, about 1.5 years ago. I bought this for my first trip I went down to Georgia with last year. I bought this pack specifically for that. This is the Mule Lr version, okay, is what it's called, the Camelback Mule Lr. If you guys listen to my podcast, I mean, even 9-10 years ago, I was telling you guys that mountain biking packs are amazing for this size and the durability and lightweight and quality you get. This pack weighs nothing. And there's a tremendous amount of pockets in here. You have the whole front flap here, pockets in here. It comes with its own rain cover on there. You got pockets everywhere. This pack is just insane with the amount of pockets that you have in this thing. So, and again, if you want to learn more on it, I did a review on this pack, so it's there. But it is ultra compact, very lightweight, got tremendous breathability through here too. If you look at the breathability of this pack, you got perforated, your shoulder straps are perforated there. Look at the airflow you're getting in the back of this thing here too. I'll try and get where the light's catching it here good for you. But look at the airflow that perforates back through that thing. You're vented back here, even your hip belt is vented. This thing is just designed to get rid of sweat and keep you comfortable. It's made for mountain biking, and that's what it does. And it is an absolute incredible pack. Not expensive, but perfect for what I want to do, to carry the very little bit of items here that I'm carrying. I'm not taking a lot of stuff with me. I don't need to bring a lot of things. What I am bringing, I do bring my Swarovski 10 power binoculars. I like a 10 power, even though we're in really thick stuff. A lot of times I need to be able to see into tipped over trees where they bed in there and they wallow in there. I want to be able to see inside of there. I need to be able to identify if that's an actual stump or a log or if there's hair on it. So I prefer the 10 by 42 power binoculars. I run them on my Kuyu harness, on the Kuyu actual bino harness here that sits like this, but I do not run this unless for when I hunt them in the mountains. I want this on here because I'm slipping and falling and tripping, especially in the rain. I want this on here. And I do bring it, but most of the time when I'm down here in the swamps, I don't need that, and everything is a lot slower and easier paced. So I run it this way, and I just run their harness. Where are we going here? But when you buy their bino harness, it comes with the connections so that you can just carry it, wear it just like this. Now I get that full function of that harness in the back. I don't have this quite set up yet here. because I just switched it over from taking it out. But you can see that you get the comfort and rideability of that. And then I have my binos right here for anything I need, and they come with a strap on here too, which is really nice. So if I want to lock these down and I don't want them just dangling right here, which is great because again, no weight on my shoulders, but I have them right here and fast. If I want to, I can actually stick them right in there, and now when I'm down low, they're not moving. They stay right there. So I really like this system here for hunting down in the swamps, where I don't need the protection that you get with this, because this is an amazing thing. But flipping them in, flipping them out, like I said, not bad, and it does protect them, but this is just a very quick, functional, simple system that I really dig. I'm really liking. So that's what I run for my binos. I have that tripod that I just showed you with me every place. A lot of the videos, most of the stuff you guys see in the field, if I'm using it, it's done with this little tripod. This thing's like 12 bucks for what it is, and it even comes with a remote. I mean, it's incredible. I always carry my tags, waterproof bags, obviously have your tags. I have my Travis Styles little knife that I'm going to be wearing. I love this. He just made this one for me. I'm going to run it as a neck knife on here, but I love this little knife. Again, there is reviews of this in some of my knife videos, but just a flawless, about the size of an Azula, perfect finger notches, just an incredible knife. Travis builds amazing knives. I'll have links down below for you for this stuff too, and I'll have a link to Travis's stuff, but his knives are just straight up incredible, and this one is no different. We got a matching set. We got one for me, one for my wife, and one for my daughter, and I'm going to probably have this on when I'm out there. That'll be my first time I'm carrying this one in the field. So I got to still set the length of this, but I'm getting all my stuff ready. So this will probably ride about right here inside of my shirts where I'll have that. But right now I have not. That's why these are still loose on the back. Like I said, I'm getting everything ready. But I'm taking that knife with me, which will be on me all the time while I'm out there. And I take toilet paper, always with me, obviously. I have my Phoenix headlamp, done reviews on this. This best headlamp ever made in the world, no denying it. And an Eagle Tack D25 LC2. Flashlight goes with me every place as well too. Best flashlight in my opinion. 2 lighters go with me. As I said, my compass is on my belt already, so I'll have that with me. My Garmin GPS, everything pretty much here I've done reviews on. I got a lot of reviews out there if you guys want to look at it. But the Garmin always goes with me on here. I have been running on X for down there, and I'm really happy with it. I downloaded it, I bought it. I bought the whatever they call it, the Elite or Premium package for on X. And I have it on my phone, and I've been downloading the maps, and I've been real happy with the results, but I'm still not giving up my GPS. But that on X is a nice feature as well too. My thermal, if legal, and if I can legally carry it, you know, I take this with me, because if I shoot an animal, it's nice to be able to use this. If it's not a good hit, something goes wrong, it's nice to have this to be able to use that thermal capability. It helped me this year with a deer as well too. And you guys saw that in my last deer hunt video I did this year. This thing comes in real handy, and I really like having it. Runs on one CR123 battery, so it's very functional, lightweight, and I like this thing a lot. I straight up love having this thermal. So I take that Leopold thermal with me. And then knife-wise, since I'm not bringing a saw, usually, a lot of times I pretty much don't go anywhere without an SE4, okay? I mean, I like that SE4 size. I like this knife a lot. So, you know, it's been with me a million places. You can see it's pretty beat up. But on the hog hunts, since I'm not carrying a saw, and I'm not bringing a saw with me because I don't really need a saw, I prefer to take the Tops Brothers of Bushcraft, the bob knife, which is this one here, and they're pretty similar in size blade-wise, but with the SE4 being a full flat grinded knife, that means that the blade just starts and finishes full on a flat grind. It doesn't have quite the chopping effect in batoning and breaking things as the wedge of the Scandi, the modified Scandi grind, that you get here on the Tops does. You can see how that's kind of more of a wedge shape to that blade, where this is kind of flat all the way up. So I'm taking this one with me on the pig hunts because of the fact that if I need to baton through, or if I need to make sticks or do anything, I can take this, and when I hit that and start going, this is going to split that stuff a lot better and split through. So for me, it kind of functional, almost gives me a little bit more of the option of having a saw if I need it, or the capability of using a knife the way I would use for a saw. So this one here goes with me on the hog hunts. But I don't go anywhere ever without a decent knife, without a good sized knife. I mean, this absolutely amazing knife, But this is more of my survival or need it or hard use or whatever. If I need to get this knife out, you know, it kind of turned into a crappy day for some reason or another. But with this knife with me, I can make that crappy day a lot better. Same with this one. And on the hog hunts, this one is the one I prefer since I'm not carrying a saw with me. But that's it. And then this bag right here, this is just a little bit of my extras. This is extra tab. You know, this has got my extra tab that I need. There is an extra compass. There is an extra lighter, fire starter, water purification pills, a piece of fat wood in there, you know, extra CR123 batteries. Very lightweight, nothing major here, just a small little compact package, but it's extras. Duct tape, especially if I start getting blisters, there's a whole roll of duct tape in there. So little components that I need is extras and spares like that. And that's basically it. Other than that, I bring rain gear. You know, I always take my rain gear with me, and I don't take it in the field, but I don't go anywhere without my rain gear and, you know, that kind of thing. So that's basically, that's the hog hunting stuff. So it's a little different than a deer and a bear and the things like that, because like I said, I'm running really fast. I want to be ultra lightweight, and I don't want a lot of crap on me, and that's where this side comes in handy. Once I put an animal on the ground, this side of the table kicks in and does its job for me. And like I said, I did somewhere in here, you're going to see, I'll show you the cooler, the snake boots, the, you know, that kind of, the extra things that I bring that are out there. So all right, here's the garage stuff that I got that's going to have to go with me. I'm taking my Renegade down here on this trip that I'm going down to South Carolina for, so I'm going to actually use those roof rails that are right up there too that I have for my Renegade, and I'll put those in there in case I need to put stuff on top. I'll probably put my traction boards up there, but I don't go anywhere without these traction boards. I did a review on these things, and they're incredible. I have not had to use them to get me out of or unstuck as far as like you know, stuck in anything bad, but I have used them together, tied together like that, to bridge me over a hole that I was starting to bottom out in, front end was jammed up in. And they're incredible. They hold up really well. You can see they're starting to wear a little bit here on the ends, but like I said, they hold up phenomenal. So those traction boards go with me everywhere, whether I'm in a truck, Renegade, doesn't matter. They're going. It's a 145 quart, just a cooler, an old one here that I have. It's a little smaller than my big full size that you see over there that I use for all my deer hunts and stuff like that. But that'll definitely let me fit 2 or 3 pigs inside that thing without a problem. And I'm not bringing much of my own food. So that's sweet, simple, and easy to put my lunches in, that kind of stuff, and have room in there for pigs. Just a nice, simple little cooler. I don't think I have anything in there yet. I like the little door on here. It's kind of cool that you can pop in. Yeah, I got one extra orange vest in there because it is a specialty hunt I'm going on and you have to wear orange. Snake boots are mandatory. These are the snake boots that I wear. I have probably got 50 miles of walking in those snake boots, and they've held up incredible. They're very comfortable, 110% waterproof and flawless, and when they do get wet, which when I'm down there, I soak these every time. I've never yet been in Florida or in Georgia or anywhere down there where I have not been in water that's deeper, where I end up soaking these and filling them with water. You simply dump them out, and you can walk them dry pretty quick, too. So, unlike a lot of rubber boots, that's a nice feature. So I love these Lacrosse. I'll put a link down below for you. These are those snake-proof Alpha Burleys, but they are a incredible boot. They are super comfortable. Like I said, I walk miles and miles in them. I do put, you probably can't see them in there, but I got another pair inside that I'll show you. Yeah, you can't, but I will. I do put Dr. Scholl's gel inserts inside of there. They're non-fabric to them, so I'll show you. I got a pair inside that I'm getting ready to put in another pair of boots too, but they make it really comfortable and sweet and easy, so I'll show you those. But those snake boots are awesome. Here we have my waders. These are just Amazon waders that I bought this year. Have not worn them anywhere except for, you know, basically down here to the lake where I live at here to just make sure they were waterproof, but, you know, test them real quick. But they're just simple Hodgman, you know, waders, but size 11, but sweet, simple, and easy if I need them. I'm not wearing them all the time. I'm in the snake boots, but if I hit places I got to cross, I got a pair of waders. And I'm also bringing my secret weapon. That is this boat setup right here. This is a Seahawk Intex Seahawk 2 boat. I can strap that right on my backpack. The oars, everything's lightweight. I did a whole review on this thing, and that will be going down there with me as well too. I probably won't leave it in a plastic tub. I will probably just throw that behind the seat in my Renegade, throw those in the back somewhere, and leave them in there so I have them as an option if I need it. But that boat goes with me everywhere. That little boat is amazing. Like I said, I did a whole video review on it. But this is the stuff that I have in the garage here that I take with me on my pig hunts. The waders I have not taken recently because of the fact that Tina was with me, so I knew we wouldn't be in that kind of water. But I wish I did, because when I killed that pig, I ended up having to I had to walk through, basically crotch deep water. It would have been nice to have those, to do that 600-800 yards of that swamp I had to go through. It would have been nice having waders or the boat with me, but instead I just hiked through it and just sucked it up and bared with it, but which is what I seem to do more than anything else. But my intention is to bring the waders and use them if I have to, have the boat and use that if I choose to, but most likely I will just wear those, get completely soaked, and deal with it, and piss, moan, and complain the whole time I'm doing it. But that is my intentions on what I have here in the garage that I'm bringing with me. That might be here at the end, or I might have put it in there, but I will put links down below for as much of this stuff as I can for you. Thanks for watching. Also, don't be afraid to check out my two courses. I got that bow hunting whitetails course. It's an amazing course. You can find it. The link will be down below for you. And if you're thinking about buying a new car, truck, camper, anything like that, check out my Save Thousands course now. A lot of you guys have already been buying things with that course, and you are saving tens and $15,000 and $18,000 on your purchases for new trucks and boats and things of that nature. So it's amazing to see the results. So that information is down below for you too. Hit the subscribe button, and we'll be back with more stuff soon. Talk to you later.